Hey McLaurin, we're about 4 weeks away from Easter, and this year the staff and I thought we would share some of our meditations and reflections around Easter. And we're calling this Easter and we hope that this will be a blessing to you. We hope that this will help you enter into the story of Easter in a deeper way. And I have been tasked with the topic of Easter and God. And what I mean by that is Easter and God the Father. Often, of course, when we think about Easter, we think about the second person of God, Jesus, hanging on the cross. And that somewhere in that is God the Father. And of course, nothing can be further from the truth that God the Father is an active participant in the Easter story. And the Easter story is really the story of God calling his people back to him. And so I want to give you 5 snapshots of the story of Easter and God. All right? The first one is created. That's the creation story. That even in the creation story, we see a little bit of what God's intentions for humanity are. Creation, of course, God created out of his glory, and it's an overflow of his goodness. It says that all of creation reflects his majesty. And then when God goes to create animals, he created them according to their kind. And we get this picture of animals in their kind hanging out together or flocking together. But when he came to make man, we don't belong, or we don't share a kind with animals, but rather it seems like God, if I may put it this way, shares his kind with us. We see this intimate picture of God forming the first man and then breathing life into him. It says in Scripture, let us create man in our image. And this idea of being created in the image of God carries so much meaning. Like we reflect, we represent God, that we have a value, dignity, and worth. But it also means that we were created by God for God. That we could relate with God in a way that no other creature can, because we are created in the image of God, that God breathed life into us, and we were created by him for him. Take a moment to thank God for creation, for how he provides for us, and thank him that we are created in his image, by him, for him.